Barcelona. It's a city unlike the rest of Europe. Cities like Paris or Rome, they're beautiful. They feel classical, regal, polished. But Barcelona feels alive, unpredictable, and bursting with color. Every corner has its own personality. Buildings look like they've grown out of the ground. The energy here is playful, bold, and spiritual all at once. This is our favorite city in Europe, and in 2 days, it gave us stories we'll never forget. We started our journey at the Recinto Modernista de San Pau. Today, it's a grand museum, but for most of the 20th century, this was a working hospital. That's right, a hospital turned museum. What? The architect, Dominique I. Montaner, believed something radical for his time. Healing wasn't just about medicine. It also included the environment. He thought that if patients saw beauty, sunlight, and nature every day, they would recover faster. So instead of white walls, you see stained glass windows. Instead of dark corridors, you walk into gardens. Every pavilion was designed to feel uplifting, not depressing. Imagine being a patient and looking out at trees and mosaics instead of staring at bare hospital walls. This hospital was not only known for its beauty, it was also home to incredible medical achievements, like Spain's first successful heart transplant. Walking through those pavilions was a reminder that healing is both science and soul. We decided to get an audio guide so that we can explore at our own pace while still learning about it. We've dropped the link in the description. Make sure to check the written description and not the featured places YouTube will recommend so that you get to see the discounted packages, not the Google Maps tickets. From there, we went to the crown jewel of Barcelona, La Sagrada Familia. Inside, it doesn't feel like a church. It feels like a forest made of stone. Columns rise like tree trunks, splitting into branches that hold up the ceiling. Light filters through stained glass in shades of blue, green, and gold, just like sunlight through leaves. Gaudi's muse has always been nature. He once said, "Nothing is invented. It's written in nature first." And here in Sagrada Familia, he proved. We chose to climb the Nativity Tower, the one dedicated to birth, joy, and hope. From there, you see carvings of animals, plants, and scenes of life, all bursting with energy. Across from it, you may also choose to climb the Passion Tower. Some people prefer that tower because it shows the pain of humanity, but we chose Nativity because it felt closer to Gaudi's spirit. Whichever you choose, you don't just see the church. You feel Gaudi's heartbeat in every stone. Again, link on the description, not the featured places. Later that afternoon, we stepped into Parc Güell, a place where Gaudi's imagination ran wild. This park was supposed to be a luxury housing estate. Can you imagine that? An entire village designed by Gaudi. The idea failed, but what remained was this wonderful land of shapes and colors. The dragon fountain, a symbol of protection, greets you. In Catalan folklore, dragons are guardians, not monsters. Then there's the hypostyle room, rows of columns like a stone forest holding up a roof that feels almost alive. Gaudi's laundry room portico was designed as a covered walkway, but it feels like walking through a stone forest with columns leaning and twisting as if grown rather than built. The arches curve gently, guiding your eye along the path while blending seamlessly with the hillside behind it. It's both functional and magical, a place to shelter from the sun or rain while feeling completely immersed in Gaudi's natural world. And up on the terrace, the Serpentine Bench, From that terrace, the city stretched out to the Mediterranean, and for a moment, it felt like Gaudi's dream had been wrapped around all of Barcelona. And we haven't even talked about the houses yet. Wow! If you want to explore this, click the link in the description. Now it's dinner time. Time for some sangria and paella. Our second day began at Casa Batlló, and this one is our favorite of Gaudi's creation. He designed it to resemble the sea, and everywhere you look, you feel like you're underwater. From the outside, the facade ripples with wavy shapes, as if the whole building were moving like waves. The glass and ceramic mosaics shimmer in the sunlight, like scales of fish catching light in the ocean. Even the balconies are curved and molded to look like bones, seaweed, or shells. Gaudi avoided straight lines completely, so everything feels alive and organic. Inside, the underwater feeling only gets stronger. The walls undulate like waves. Light filters through stained glass windows in watery patterns. Even the door handles and railings are shaped like curves of seashells or the backbone of a whale. And then there's the roof, covered in colorful tiles. It looks like the back of a dragon, a nod to the Catalan legend of St. George who slayed the dragon to save the city. Some say the cross-shaped tower rising above it is the knight's sword plunged into the dragon's spine. So here you have two themes, nature and the sea, and Catalonia's most beloved story. And then there's the central courtyard. It's Gaudi's masterpiece of light. The tiles begin pale at the bottom and deepen into Mediterranean blue at the top, because sunlight is strongest at the top floors. The darker blues balance the light, creating the illusion of looking up through the ocean water, dark in the depths, brighter as you rise towards the surface. Plus, these glasses even elevate the illusion. Walking through Casa Batlló felt like diving into Gaudi's imagination. It isn't just a house. It's an ocean frozen in stone, glass, and color. Nature was always his muse, and here you can feel Barcelona breathing like the sea. Once again, click the link in the description to get a ticket to Casa Batlló.
That was so good. I really appreciated it.
After Gaudi's dragons, we needed food, and there's no better place than the Mercat de la Boqueria. This market has always been feeding Barcelona for centuries. Walking through it can feel overwhelming, but in the best way. Bright piles of fruit, fresh juices, seafood, tapas, desserts, endless choices. But inspired by Gaudi's watery designs, we settled on Kiosk Modern for seafood. Grilled, smoky, simple. Sometimes the best meals are simple, just fresh ingredients, cooked with love, and eaten in the middle of chaos. Then we walk further through the Gothic quarter, and then the narrow medieval streets suddenly open up. And there it is, the Barcelona Cathedral. Its tall spires stretch toward the sky, every stone carved with detail as if the city's history itself has been etched into its walls. Gargoyles peer down from above, half frightening, half playful, keeping watch over the square. As you step inside, the city's noise fades into silence. Light filters softly through stained glass windows, painting the stone floors in reds, blues, and golds. The air is cool, carrying the faint smell of incense that has lingered here for centuries. The vaulted ceilings rise so high, they seem to dissolve into shadow, making you feel small, and yet part of something vast. Each corner reveals something new. Chapels with flickering candles, golden altars glimmering in the half-light, wooden choir stalls so finely carved they look like lace, a reminder of the devotion and skill that built this place. Then you step into the cloister, and suddenly you're in a secret garden. Palms and fountains shimmer in the sunlight, and the sound of geese echoes against the stone. It feels worlds away from the bustling city outside. It's like a hidden sanctuary meant only for those who wander inside. The Barcelona Cathedral is not just a church. It's a living memory of the city, a place where faith, art, and history have been intertwined for centuries. Standing here, it's easy to understand why this cathedral matters. It tells the story of Barcelona, not through words, but through every stone, every carving, and every beam of colored light. You've guessed it, link in the description. Our last cultural stop was the Palace of Catalan Music. If Gaudi turned nature into architecture, Montaner turned music into stone and glass. The concert hall glows under a stained glass dome shaped like the sun, pouring golden light down onto the stage. Around the stage, sculptures of musicians and instruments seem to step out of the walls. The balconies bloom with colors and flowers. And here's my favorite part. This wasn't built for the elites. It was built for a working class choir, a gift to the people of Barcelona, to remind them that beauty and culture belong to everyone. Once again, link in the description. We ended the trip with dinner at El Corte Inglés Gastromercat. 2 days weren't enough. But Barcelona doesn't just stay in the photos, it stays in your heart. So in a way, we're still in Barcelona. It's a city of art, spirit, and imagination. And that's why it's our favorite city in Europe. If you're planning your own trip, we've linked tickets, guides, and tours in the description. And I can't emphasize this enough, click the links in the description, not the featured places, for access to packages and discounts. While you're at it, don't forget to subscribe for more stories and tell us in the comments, which of Gaudi's masterpiece would you explore first? Once again, this is Ken and Bess, and see you in our next adventure.